Remember when Paris Hilton spent $325,000 building a custom mansion for her dog? Or when P. Diddy dropped $100,000 on a fancy jacuzzi? Even last year, Kylie and Travis Scott spent $100,000 on Stormi's birthday party. Celebrities can buy anything they want to show off their wealth, even if it looks ugly or serves no real purpose. Oh, you don't believe me? Fine. Let me jog your memory. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West dropped a casual $1 million on a gold-plated toilet during their 2013 renovation. Because nothing says luxury like a throne you can't use for anything other than, well, But hey, who cares if it's made of gold when its only job is to, handle business? Priorities, right? You've probably seen that video on YouTube of Picasso creating an abstract painting in a live performance and thought, I could do that so much better. Well, that's the thing. Even if it's weird or doesn't make sense, they'll buy it. In fact, a painting that was found in a basement on the Italian island of Capri back in 1962 by Luigi Lorusso, later valued for £5 million. Even his family thought it was ugly.
Okay.
But you know what? If you can sell it, who cares? In today's video, we're going to dive into the most extreme celebrity purchases that will not only blow your mind, but also give you plenty of conversation starters for your Christmas dinner. Get ready to have your jaw drop on the floor. P. Diddy's $100,000 jacuzzi. Alright, given the massive hype surrounding this name, let's take a deep dive into how expensive P. Diddy's vibe really is. Starting with the obvious, P. Diddy's $100,000 jacuzzi is a serious flex. This thing is custom designed and packed with features that make it feel more like a luxury experience than just a place to spend your bad day soaked in water. It comes with underwater lights that create these crazy visual effects, a surround sound system that makes you feel like you're the one featured in that music video, and a glass bottom that gives you this scenic garden vibe while you relax. It's like the ultimate chill zone. Oh, and we can't forget about all the advanced temperature controls and filtration systems, making sure that party never stops. Plus, it's big enough to accommodate more than one person at a time. Talk about ultimate comfort, right? Oh, and let's not forget Helena Watts, the 23-year-old reporter who scored the exclusive invite to hop into a tub with P. Diddy while he was completely naked. So that confirms this jacuzzi does exist after all. So it's not just the baby oil Diddy's obsessed with. Apparently, jacuzzis make the cut too. But hey, if we're ranking this on the ultimate tier list, it's a solid B. Not quite legendary, but definitely memorable enough to raise an eyebrow, or both. Now, moving on to the next, we have Mariah Carey's $150,000 fridge. Let's rewind to 2019 when Mariah Carey spent $150,000 on a fridge. Yes, a fridge. And, spoiler alert, it does what every other fridge does, keeps food fresh. But hey, when you're Mariah, no one's stopping you from flexing, right? This one comes with advanced temperature control for every section, gold-plated details, a touchscreen panel, and a design so elegant it practically sings backup vocals in her ultra-luxurious kitchen. Tier list? Definitely a B. Fancy, sure. But at the end of the day, it's still just a fridge. Then comes our third purchase in the list, which is Kanye West's $14 million Wyoming ranch. We all know how Kanye West has been shouting about retiring in China and building his own personal paradise. Now for that, he bought Bighorn Mountain Ranch, a casual 6,713 acres of everything. We're talking 7 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, and a lineup of fancy lodges like the Cow Camp Cabin, the Lodge at Bald Ridge, and the Snowshoe Lodge. Oh, but that's just the appetizer. This estate also has a go-kart track, 2 freshwater lakes, tree-covered canyons, rolling grass-covered hills, and 2 underground garages. Because why not? It's so massive, you can literally go horseback riding without ever leaving the property. You've actually seen glimpses of it. Kanye recorded his albums Kids See Ghosts and Yee right there. So yeah, it's not just a ranch. It's basically a giant mood board for his creative genius. Talking about the purchase tier category, definitely an A tier. Insane, but undeniably iconic. And now comes our fourth one in the list. Rihanna's $20,000 per month worth of hair rituals and her mansion. If you're someone who gets their picture clicked by paparazzi every time you so much as open your front door, you'd naturally want to look flawless from every possible angle. But $20,000 a month just on hair? Seriously? That's Rihanna's budget ever since she became a mom. Apparently, she's got a personal hairstylist on speed dial, ready to fix her hair at the drop of a hat. Literally, because, heaven forbid, she steps out with even a slightly out-of-place strand. Word on the street is she changes her hair extensions every week, because, you know, why not have brand new hair every time you leave the house? And let's not forget, with Fenty hair now being a thing, her looks are under an even bigger microscope. So naturally, she's got to keep those extensions fresher than a loaf of bakery bread. But this isn't the only time Rihanna's jaw-dropping spending habits left the world in shock. In fact, she's also got a $13.8 million colonial-style mansion in Beverly Hills. You know, just a little place with 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, a swimming pool, its own cabana area, and enough fire pits to make a bonfire look jealous. Oh, and did I mention it's spread across a massive 21,958 square foot estate? I mean, can you even picture how big that is? Now, let's talk interior design, because obviously it's like a dream come true. The kitchen? Oh, it's got herringbone wood floors, 2 giant islands, a gold hardware sink, and light fixtures that scream, "I'm rich, deal with it," in Art Deco style. There's vintage furniture, accent chairs, and a garden that could probably fix any trauma you've ever had. And for the extra touch, a wood-burning fireplace and color-coordinated bookshelves. It's basically a haven for introverts who just want to sit in their cozy, luxury cocoon and never leave. When it comes to categorizing her purchases, we'd probably toss the hair expenses into the B tier and throw the house into the A tier. Moving on to the next one, Larry Ellison's $300 million worth of property. When we're having a rough day, we hide in the bathroom, cry it out, wash our face, and restart our life again. But when you've got ridiculous amounts of money, you just buy an entire island. Or, well, 98% of one. Larry Ellison, co-founder of Oracle Corporation, did exactly that. He dropped a casual $300 million to own most of Lanai, the 6th largest Hawaiian island. That's 87,000 acres of paradise, often called Pineapple Island because of its plantation history. This place isn't just a plot of land. It's got luxury resorts, backcountry hikes, 3 golf courses, and a 3.5-acre of cat sanctuary. How cute. Now hold up. Before you start Googling the restaurant prices here and calculating how much a meal might cost you, let's talk about everything else this place has to offer. Because trust me, there's way more going on than what you can find in 5 minutes. In fact, it's formed by the remnants of an extinct volcano. Because why wouldn't you want to own something that makes you the hottest gossip in town? This island isn't just paradise. It's Ellison's pet project for going 100% renewable energy. According to the locals, when Ellison bought the island, his first order of business was to renovate the old movie theater and reopen the community pool. Since then, he's been busy transforming the island with a focus on eco-friendly tourism, boosting local food production, and expanding organic farming. Honestly, it's like he's trying to turn this island into a mix of utopia and Instagram heaven. This buy screams extra from every angle. But hey, at least it's for a noble cause, right? Now, let's face it, this kind of purchase doesn't even belong on a regular shopping list. It's definitely in the A-tier flex category. And now comes another gem you'll be shocked to learn about. Stephen A. Cohen's Real Tiger Shark artwork. Trust me, we've all got those relatives with kids who seem to think it's their personal mission to come to your house, turn it into a disaster zone, break your most expensive stuff, and leave you with a 20-hour house cleaning duty. But we can't say a word because we're trying to be polite. Regardless of that, imagine if we could just slap something in our house so terrifying yet classy that they would instantly think, maybe I should just stick to my seat this time. Enter Stephen A. Cohen's place, who totally nailed this. He bought a freaky shark art piece that's literally got its mouth open, like it is screaming at you. Or, at least that's the only practical use we can come up with for this artwork. T's actually Damien Hirst's The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living, which Cohen bought for $8 million. It is a 14-foot tiger shark preserved in formaldehyde, sitting inside a giant glass tank. But wait, it gets better. When the shark started to rot in 2006, Cohen got another one from Australia to keep the work's integrity intact. Imagine dragging yourself half asleep to the kitchen at 1 a.m., barely awake, with the lights low, and then bam, that thing staring at you. Yeah, totally not creepy at all. Anyway, in terms of purchases, I'm giving it an A for being peak high-end, iconic, and a massive flex of wealth. And now comes the most wanted part of the list. Justin Sun's $6.2 million contemporary art piece. Now, unlike our last art piece, this purchase of this art by Justin Sun, doesn't make sense to literally anyone. I mean, who would spend $6.2 million on a ripe banana stuck to a wall with duct tape? Yeah, you heard that right, a banana. Who would spend that much on something that looks like it could have come straight from the produce aisle? But of course Justin did, buying it from Maurizio Catalan, who called it comedian, because obviously there's nothing funnier than people shelling out millions for a piece of fruit. And then, just to make it even more crazy, another artist named David Datuna walks up and eats the banana in some performance called Hungry Artist. Mind you, this happens before Justin even officially takes ownership of it. But no worries. Sun still owns the idea of the banana, not the banana itself. I mean, clearly the artwork's deep, right? Or maybe it's just a punchline no one got yet. Anyway, the whole thing turns into an internet meme, because of course it does. And honestly, I think this would fit perfectly in the Tier D purchase category. No offense, it definitely got attention, mostly from people who were like, wait, what? But admiration? Nah, not so much. Now before we call it a day, let's be real, we've barely even scratched the surface. I mean, there's absolutely no way we could go through the full list of these sarcastic purchases in under 20 minutes. It'd definitely take hours, if not days. Seriously, do you remember that time Bono, the lead singer of U2, had his precious hat flown first class from London to Italy for a $1,700 worth of ticket just before a performance? Or when David Beckham gifted Victoria Beckham a $33,000 gold-plated iPhone case? If we had that, we'd probably just toss the whole thing in a locker and forget about it. Alright, now that we've covered all this, let us know in the comments what topic you want us to dive into next. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. We'll see you in the next one.